In this video, we're in North Vancouver and we're going to be making a right turn at this intersection, and the student is not identifying that they don't have a red object telling them that they need to stop here. So they don't have a red light, they don't have a stop sign, they don't have a yield sign facing them. And the other thing we know is we can see the back of the stop sign for this road here. So we know that this is not an uncontrolled intersection. So as we're approaching, we should be signaling at this point, having done our shoulder check to the right before we angle to the right, and realizing that this crosswalk here is clear. So we should be able to make this turn at about 20 kilometers an hour. Instead, notice how slow we made that turn, and that would be an unnecessary slowdown. It's unpredictable to the car behind you. It can cause a fail on the road test as well. So notice when we had the information about whether or not it's clear to go. From back here, you can already tell, okay, no red objects, so no red light, no stop sign, no yield sign. Checking, oh, this is the first time I can see a glimmer of the cross traffic's stop sign. So I can see that they have to yield, or they have to make a stop here. I can see there's no oncoming traffic, not that they would matter if we're making a right turn at this intersection. The other way you can think of this is when you don't have any red objects facing you and you can see that this person has a stop sign, it's almost acting like an infinite green light. So it's almost as if we always have the right of way. The only thing that would prevent us from making this turn here is if there's anyone in our blind spot. So we need to shoulder check for the cyclist, for anyone running in that crosswalk in our blind spot, and we need to check this crosswalk areas to see if there's any pedestrians approaching. If all those things check out, and by this point in your coming up to this turn, you should already have all those answers, you should go ahead and make this turn a little bit more confidently, because if we make the turn this slow, it creates not only confusion for the car behind you, but imagine if somebody was waiting here, the oncoming traffic was waiting in their waiting position to turn left, and they saw that we're hesitating here. It would create confusion for them as to why is it that we're taking too long to make the turn. Are we trying to yield the way to them? And they might decide to make an unsafe maneuver in front of us. So this is a very common mistake with new drivers, is they're not sure about whether they've got the right of way or not. And in part it's because they're not prepping for their turn from back here. From back here, you should already know what you're going to do at this intersection.